Right, hope you enjoyed the last video. As you know, the truck is on the home stretch, and all it is now is the easy bits and just putting it back together. Just being the key words. So obviously I've painted the bulkhead, and the inner wheel tubs are now awfully disgusting, as you can see here. So it's not a problem. I can paint this the same as I painted that, but I've also got my booth here, and I've painted this front cross member radiator support thing, and these are the top bits as well. They're drying in the sun, so I can fit those in a bit, because this dries ish in a couple of hours, so I can carry on with that. But obviously I can't paint this yet because we've done many modifications around this area, and obviously, as with everything else, it doesn't fit. So this is obviously pointing all the way over here, and I'm pretty sure it's meant to go straight. So as you can see, this bit is supposed to be going over there, and it won't go over there because our steering is in the way now. So yeah, that is sat on there, and then our power steering pipes are also going to be sat on there, and that's stopping everything sort of going in and bolting up back to there. What I'm going to do is cut this sort of like that, and then just sort of lose it in a nice order that way. Hopefully it clears our engine mount as well, because that's also higher. And then, yeah, joys. Now, I do see a lot of people actually just get rid of these completely, but the problem with that is you have to buy new hinges for the bonnet, and this also connects the wings and the front cross member all together. It is quite a structural, not structural, but it ties everything in together nicely, so you don't want to get rid of it. So, trim this, get it to fit, get it outside on the spray booth, and get it painted, and then throw it together. Next problem. So that is really annoying, but the way this is that ideally I want to just come down here and like straighten this off, have the steering column exposed, but it's kind of annoying because once I cut this out for the column, I had to get rid of this as well, because there's literally no strength holding it together. So yeah, that's all got to come out, but hopefully we can keep most of this. I'm going to just draw down here and hopefully just get rid of it neatly. Something like that. There you go. That's down there like so. That's all clear of the steering. The next problem, which I don't know if I need to cut until I got the front panel on, it's very close to there obviously, but I'm not quite sure whereabouts this panel is sitting. But what I can do is put the wing on and see where we sit that way. Right, got a wing on, and I also got the front cross member on, so I could see whereabouts it needs to be. Well, it was pretty much there, so it just needs a little tweaking, but it's just touching on there, so I've drawn around it. I'm going to cut that out, and I can be confident now that once I've cut that out, I can actually paint it and stick it all back together. So, yeah, result. Get that out, watch some Formula 1, let it dry, put it all back together. Yeah, I nearly forgot to do this step. We've got to cut the top of that wheel arch for the wheel to go through it, because, well, it's obviously a lot lower now. So this is actually the perfect time to cut it, because I can see exactly where it's going to be. So I think I'm just going to cut to this line, flush here, all the way into here, and then back down to here. neaten it up, take this bracket off. Bosh. Cut a little bit and go along further. I've got to cut into there basically. As you can see, I've marked it out with Sharpie. And yeah, basically, I'm hoping it doesn't really go up much more than that, even though it looks like it needs to go bloody loads more. It's almost going to be involved in the bottom edge of this hinge, but that's only for the spring. So the spring is obviously not in use. We're not going to have a spring anymore, so I might just cut the bottom of that hinge off if it comes to it anyway. So yeah, more cutting. Right, cut a bit more out there. I've got into there. We've still got further to go. It's getting quite close to the hinge right here. So I'm a bit worried about that because I didn't really want to cut the hinge, but it's looking like we might need to. Hopefully not. Very, very close, but just need to cut a bit more out of here. Like that. Man, it's getting very close. Shouldn't have made the truck so low. This is why most people don't actually leave it in there and they cut it out. That hinge is not going to fit. Believe me or not, that is still not off the floor. That is, it still needs a little bit more. And it's touching this side now. Ever so slightly, like here. So it needs like a half moon to go above that, which is, it's not much left of this inner arch, I'll be honest. That is really annoying. But I've already cut it now, so I might as well carry on. The hinge, well, I'm not too sure about the hinge. I think we're gonna need new hinges, if I'm honest. Because doesn't look very promising that it's actually going to work. So yeah, my plan of action now, we might need new hinges. We literally might need new hinges, which is so annoying. So, it's rubbing on this bit here. So, I'm going to literally just follow this curvature with a dead straight ruler and try and cut the same hole but on the other side. Does that make sense? But through here. Try to. I'll give it a go and I'll show you how it turns out, I guess. Right, so truck leveled, road level, gap up there. Tyre protruding. So I need to cut obviously a little bit more down here, but I am going to clean this off the car. I can comfortably say I can probably take this line all the way down. Yeah, the wheel is up there. The hinge, I don't know. I really don't know. I think I might cut it, but I might be able to get it to work if I can cut it, but the grand scheme of things, it's the only option we got right now, so I'm gonna give it a go and see if I can get it down there. Right, I can't remember the last thing I filmed, but I actually bolted this up because it was a little low. So I bolted it up, think I'd gain more clearance over here, but what I did was just sort of twist it. So yeah, everything is fully bolted up to now to where it would be. I've had to cut the hinge so much just to clear on full drop. Obviously it works now, but it takes no genius to figure out that that is not going to stay there with the weight of a bonnet on it. So it's solid for now, but I'm gonna weld get some tube or solid bar to go along there, because there's obviously clearance on this side. I'm probably just gonna cut it out completely afterwards, but weld it like that. You get what I'm saying? So it clears the tyre, like so. But yeah, the hinge works, this works. This is actually unboltable, so I can do that off the car if possible. Let me see if I've got some bar and I can try and do this in this video. This should do the trick. Get that around there. I need to bend it somehow. This is solid bar, so that's quite thick. Like a glove? Something like that, but weld that on there like that, and it should clear. Just clear. Just gonna run a weld down the back of that, cut the excess off. Job's a good one. All the way up. It clears. We're winners. We're absolutely winners. Yeah. But job's a good one. That's like that, man. Just all I wanted to do today was put the front end together, and what we've accomplished is just cutting everything to a million pieces. So much work involved in that. I'm going to trim that little corner. Oh no, it's not touching, but it's bloody close. I'll just trim that edge off anyway, but you get the idea. Bloody hell. There's a lot of messing about. Gonna obviously clean this edge up with a flap disc, massage it ever so slightly, and job's a good one on that one. And obviously got to do the other side as well. I'm pleased with that. Bosh! Side note, I forgot to mention it yesterday. If you go in here, what you can see here is the clutch fork. I don't know if you're actually going to be able to see that. Just there, right? So I press the clutch. The clutch is hitting, no, clutch fork is hitting the floor right here. So I can't push the pedal down. So just another thing that doesn't fit. It's quite the recurring theme, is nothing actually fits. Funny that, when you take everything apart, move everything up more than it should be, it doesn't want to fit anymore. So, it's just really annoying, isn't it? Why didn't Chevy think about this from the factory, and then I wouldn't be able to do this? Annoying. Oh well. Must carry on. That looks so cool. Do you reckon it's low? I'll just cut the wing itself. Yeah. I've cut it all the way out here because the natural camber obviously brings it a lot closer. So, yeah, if we need to turn or something, I don't know. But, well, that's not really drive height anyway, but hopefully close to drive height you could drive that at, and you could probably turn because there's a lot of room there now. Yeah, I like it. There's a lot of cutting involved, but it does the job. It does the job. Still touching there, but we're well, I think we're well above the ground now, so we're never going to actually touch that in real life scenario. And now we can do the passenger side. Obviously there's no steering column on this side, so I didn't have to cut as much up there, so I've just kept as much as I can realistically on there. I didn't want to just cut all that extra bit out that I didn't need to, like I did on this side, but it is what it is. I'm gonna just do the same process now and I'll show you once it's done. Okay, this one took considerably less time because I knew obviously what I was doing, but that is officially a pair of hinges, tubs, etc. modified to fit. So now I can paint these same color as this, put it all together, let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow I can put it all together, lights on, bonnet on. Well, maybe not the bonnet because not that strong, but everything in, plumb it all in properly, ready to go. 7 o'clock on a Friday night and I'm here cutting up trucks. So if you like this video, let me know. Yeah, tell me if you're excited to see this or not, because it's getting to that point now where it's actually getting exciting, it's actually coming together. So I'm excited, I know Nathan's excited, I hope everyone else is, but yeah, thanks for watching. I'll show you, you'll see everything together in the next video. Don't worry, cheers, goodbye.